Hey guys, special treat today. I've been waiting for this for, well, months now. Our friend and fellow agent 9088, Bruce out in Vancouver, has just taken delivery of a 1973 Lancia Fulvia 1.3, and I kind of begged him to get some footage of it and send it to us so that we could have a look at this car that is almost completely unheard of in Canada. I don't know about where you guys are, but this would be the only one that I had ever seen, if I had actually seen it. So I asked Bruce and his friend and fellow patron Milo to go out and take the car for a spin and show us around it a bit. I was very happy to get this, and thank you guys so much for sending us this footage so that I could put this little look at extremely rare, beautiful, interesting, and kind of a special car for us to have a look at here today. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. And then Al was over and we fired up some of his classic chainsaws. Well, rather he did, and he cut down a bunch of trees for me because we have to get ready to move some parts cars around and getting ready to finish up my kind of driveway project there. So anyway, we'll have a look at some classic saws and some classic parts cars that I actually hadn't seen in many years. It's weird. I've been doing this so long, I remember backing those cars in there. Oh, look who's here. How's it going, Boo-Boo? Whoa! Anyway, thank you guys so much, and we'll see everybody on Saturday. Right, Frankers? Get going.
How to sound like you're breaking the law while just barely going the speed limit.
Sounds awesome.
Get some short gearing.
Yeah.
Way to go. Definitely goes up this hill a little bit better than the 2CV. Not exactly prime open road.
Yeah.
Although this is a bit more like those Alberta test drives because there's only one corner in the whole neighborhood here.
What is this light?
Oh, that. Well, that's the indicator for the choke, which is actually off, but there's just a little bendy bit at the top of the switch that makes contact, and apparently it needs to be bent a little more so that it's off. But Scott can just edit that out in post, so we're not going to worry about warning lights. So I found out fifth is not an overdrive, and so road trips will be at 4,000 RPM or higher. So earplugs may be recommended. I don't know if I've had that many other cars that are in third gear by 60 kilometers an hour. And almost ready for fourth, really, if you want to be cruising.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about sneaking up on any pedestrians or runners. Take that EV simulated warning noise. How about here? This is like my go-to
Urban parking spot.
So, this is the 73 Lancia Fulvia 1.3S that Scott's been supporting me with over the last 5 months in moral support as it's slowly been getting here from Italy. An Italian car from the south, from Potenza. I found it on Bring a Trailer originally, but the seller was a guy that's known to a guy I know here in town. He bought a car from him, so it wasn't like a total crazy idea to send a bunch of money off to someone I've never met on a car I've never seen. There were a lot of photos, and Scott checked it out. So this is a Series 2 car. It's one of the later ones, so the last bunch were from 73 to 76. 1.3 liter, 88 horsepower. It's a front wheel drive V4, which we'll take a look at in a second. It still looks pretty 60s. These were started at 66. You should have
Yeah.
66,
Yeah.
yeah. But they didn't change much. Fiat took over Lancia in 68 and started Fiatizing it, so it's got some Fiat bolts and a bit more plastic, but it didn't go full 70s plastic like a lot of other cars do. There's still lots of metal latches and things. They stopped selling these in North America after 73, so these never got cursed with giant bumpers or other North American safety things like ride height, although it's not exactly slammed. But nice to have a 70s car that doesn't have giant bumpers. The brown is definitely 70s though. It's a repaint, but it didn't need any body work. It was kind of scratched up from use in Italy, but apparently no metal work was required and it was not rusty. So original is interior. The carpets are actually green. I think Fiat got a bulk deal on green carpet because every Fulvia 3 came with green carpet, no matter what color the exterior was or the interior. So the wheel is backdated to an earlier car. This would have had a plastic wheel, and the knob's not original. Never had a radio. The little dude in the frame is a Saint that came with the car, so we're covered for all risks and dangers. So pretty weird motor. V4, 12 degrees, so that's both heads in one casting. Double overhead cam. You can see the staggered cylinders there, like a VR6 Volkswagen types out there. And then the whole thing is rotated over 45 degrees, and I think it's actually the back, it's 6 degrees back to front as well, just for the hood apparently. I haven't measured, but it's a pretty weird configuration. Everything else is over on that side just to balance it out. Motor's all in front of the front axle like an Audi, but these were rallied very successfully. This was Lancia's first rally car, so that weight hanging off the nose didn't seem to hurt things. There was the 1.3 HF and the 1.6, and those are the ones that were. This is more the just cruising around your mountain roads spec. Twin carb Solex. Again, everything here is pretty original. All I've done is get it through safety so far. So these weird little can opener, sardine can kind of hose clamps. Those are original. So some of that stuff should probably change. The brakes are fairly high effort, so if they're getting much boost, it's not that noticeable. You can see the engine bay. This is the original color, so pretty close. More flake in the new paint than on the older stuff, but still a little bit metallic. But that's fine. Leaf springs all around, so a transverse leaf at the front, regular longitudinal leaves at the back, disc brakes all around, 5-speed close ratio transmission.
The combination of transverse leaf spring and four-wheel disc brakes.
It's pretty weird, right? Yeah. It's like if you're checking those boxes in the design brief. Okay, I want double overhead cams and an alloy head and an alloy oil pan, but definitely leaf springs everywhere.
It's
Do a little
a pretty nice straight simple original car.
Milo likes the courtesy light here, just for the extra classy. It's like, this was not a cheap car, right? When these were out, they were competing against like E-types in UK on price with like tax incentives for the English market. But like you were shopping this against Alphas and stuff like that. It was not a discount entry economy car. Simple but well made. So the controls are not intuitive. I'm not sure I figured them out. This is the ventilation, but nothing much seems to be changing depending on whether you're doing here. I've heard that that's kind of normal, that this is better than the earlier cars, but it still doesn't really do much of anything. The light switch is like this little lever down here, which you slide this little switch here to make the lights come on. It does, like there's some other position if you shift it up, but I haven't figured out what that does. I have figured out high beams though and low beams, so we're okay. But that took like days trying to figure that one out. Oh, the shifter. So we do have the dog leg shift pattern to keep you on your toes when you're jumping back and forth between conventional and dog leg patterns. But it shifts nicely. Clutch is good. I guess that's it. Clock doesn't work. That's another one of those. You can tell everything else is done when the clock starts working again. There'll be no other projects left on the car when the clock works.
So on the, oh yeah, Pioneer days. What do you got here today? Did we have a look at this before?
You looked at that, yeah.
Yeah, the home light.
That's my $40 drawer sale from
That was nice.
You're some of your first safety goggles. I didn't realize they were
Super
tinted.
safe.
Wow, that's wild. Does that look safe?
You look safe as hell, yeah.
Nice. That's what I was going
Where's Tom?
I don't know, but I see his vehicles.
Maybe he's looking for me in the shop.
So, I mean, ultimately here, what you're looking for, let's just talk the job through.
Oh yeah?
You want to clear these 2 lanes, yes? Basically,
Yeah.
leave everything from here over, and leave everything from fucking A-frame line over.
Yeah, if you...
So clear these 2 rows.
Well, especially what's on either side of these 2 CXs.
Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna pretend that all these cars are minis.
Uh-huh.
That way they matter to me. I'm not
Uh-huh.
gonna be fucking running the saws and axes along the sides of the
That's
cars.
right, okay.
Because they're all minis to me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in rows. Like 2 rows? You want these 2 rows cleared out?
Yeah.
Enough that any car in these 2 rows could come out. That's what you want to tell the guy cutting
Yeah,
your
basically,
trees, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We might as well get these little guys too.
Okay. Figure out this.
Because,
So 3 rows. We're talking-
well, yeah,
talking
because
3
I want gravel right to the edge of the white paint
Fuck
there.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we have
Okay,
to be
3
able to
rows.
move this carcass and this.
There's Tom.
Hey, bud.
Hey, Alex came by.
Ready to go here?
Yeah, I just went for another test drive. Seemed
Okay, because
one of those mixture screws was turned all the way in.
Here's the funny part.
Uh-huh.
The guy that owned that fucking saw, hey?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him or heard from him for
Yeah.
about 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they want to come over and visit tonight because he wants his fucking money not to visit.
If you're busy, I'll come
it
get
don't
me.
matter.
It's 5 minutes away. It's no problem.
Well,
He's gonna stay and he's gonna cut some trees while I drive there.
oh,
Or
okay.
whatever.
Well,
So
Yeah,
if
you
you're
want me to
busy,
pick
don't
them
worry
up
Well-
instead. Let's fire the home light.
home light.
This year's fine. And I think I'm going to be doing most of the work with this.
Yeah.
that's better. That's nice. It is, yeah. Why do you think I wanted to do this? do you have a button you gotta press?
Self-oiling.
I think it oils the whole yard.
Oh, because I got one.
It oils
a
everything.
small one like
It oils
that, and you
everything.
gotta press the button to oil the chain, eh?
Oh, okay.
Now what happens is the freaking oil goes down the fucking the chain oil goes down in where the cylinder is, eh?
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeah.
And she smokes like a bitch, just like this
Yeah.
one, eh?
Yeah, there's something
Yeah,
going on.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I like it.
Oh, that's all right.
I just
Yeah,
got
it
it
runs
this
fine.
year.
Doesn't matter as long as
What
it runs
is, is
good.
the smoke. There's oil
Yeah.
getting on the
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the muffler
yeah.
here.
Well, and she's 16 to 1, buddy.
Yeah.
That too.
That's rich, man. Holy. Should I just get out of the way here or what? Should I
You do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna fire up the weed whipper.
Oh yeah, it's not nearly as dramatic.
I was gonna put.
Okay, so Alex is gonna pick you up then.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. It's no problem
Okay.
at all. If you don't
Okay.
mind now, you know where it is? You know the Bremner place you were there last year?
225.
Roughly, it's
225
north of the
and then
Yellowhead.
north, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. All right. Man, I haven't seen these cars in years.
That's cool, eh?
Yeah, spooky, man.
Unearthed a couple motorcycles. Actually, 3.
Look at the size of those trees.
Wild, eh?
I backed
Like,
these
look at
things
this
in here.
stack here, man.
I backed.
Those are the biggest ones.
Holy
And then this is all just
shit.
smaller trees.
Realistically, they should go just so it makes it impossible to move the cars.
Absolutely, they got it.
I can't
You
believe
gotta
that.
look at this. Bring the camera over here while there's still light. Look at this guy. It grew through the fucking trim. Behind the trim and pulled the trim off.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
that.
now you're that guy that has the cars growing behind the trim or the trees.
Behind
Yeah.
the trim. Like, but isn't that
Yeah,
something?
that's amazing.
I'm
We
just
get
gonna
that-
go ahead and yank this off because it's fucked. And I can't cut that with my chainsaw. Here.
Yeah, I forgot about this couple of bikes here. Yeah. Oh, another one over there. Yeah, right.
That's fucked. Dude.
Yeah, we should line up the bike carcasses, I
I was
guess.
thinking about it. And there's like garage door parts.
Oh yeah, that's all got to go for scrap.
There's so much shit.
There's so much shit, man. Yeah.
So yeah, this was much needed.
Oh, my tire changer. I forgot about that thing. Yeah. Yeah, Honda 750.
Fucking delicate chainsaw work going on.
Yeah, some dirt bike action there. Right. Okay. Well, that's good because these two are going to Steven
Yeah.
as his housewarming. These are staying where they are. I wonder if you could spin the pump up on these. Is the pump on it? No. Yeah, these cars, not easy to move. But anyway, great. So that's a total success story.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I wonder, yeah, you're right though. They should be moved out of here. It's just that these things really, well, we have a tractor now.
That's right. You have
just
a tractor,
drag 'em
you
out.
have a forklift,
Yeah.
but yeah, for sure.
Because I think
Once you learn how to tractor pull tomorrow, you can fucking start pulling these.
Yeah, and the tractor's all tuned up now. All this tree thing is part of the finish the front of this building plan, which involves kind of cleaning this up and leveling all this with some gravel. And eventually, this hoist over there so we can change tires and such. Well, cut the last few down and we'll spend the rest before it gets dark and clearing up, and then I got to get back to work.
Yeah, and then I'll do another shift once I've repaired my Pioneer.
Sure. You go get it. You helping? Look at the girl. Come on, bring it here. Come on, put it in the pile. She's not giving it back. Come on. You're not helping very much, are you? Well, a couple of afternoons of logging, we've exposed the parts cars. Dun, dun. So, one of the reasons I'm doing this is so that we can clean up and gravel out in front of the shop here. And the other reason is so that we can actually move these cars. If you guys know, Stephen bought an acreage, and so there's his housewarming present, whether he knows it or not, a pair of very rare Series 1 CX 2500 diesel 5-speeds. Cars that I just absolutely love, but got to be realistic about the amount of time I have to build them. So that will be fun for Stephen if he should live that long, but he has a better chance than me. This one's fairly complete, and yeah, we had it out running in the video years ago. They were driven in here and shut off probably a decade ago, so we can look forward to some cold start action on these babies. It would be really cool to see them fire up and come off the ground again and drive themselves out of here. At least this one in front. The one behind is quite raunchy. I drove several hundred miles to get this one, and when I got there it was pretty poopy. So anyhow, a couple of forward look projects here for us. So don't worry, because the 60 is coming out finished, that we're not going to have something in line right after it. I got some fun ideas for those, and these are parts cars for my daily driver wagon. This one's actually pretty savable. This is also Stephen's, and will also be getting delivered to his new acreage. Parts cars here for the 60 Fury and for the 59 Buick project. This is a LeSabre 4-door sedan with a complete but stuck engine, so we'll see what happens there. 72 Fury, I'm a fan. We will see what becomes of this. We might have some 72 Fury related surprises coming up. You guys let me know what you think of those cars. Another reason to chop down all the trees was so we can get this this moved out of the way here. Miles is excited to possibly save this engine and put it together for a different forward look project, so that would be fun. So it means that we have to get these things out of here and clean them up. Behind it you can see a special deluxe front clip for the 1950 two-door sedan, and this one has all the stainless grille, and it's all in very nice shape, whereas this one has got the cheapo war era, Korean War that is, painted grille. So anyhow, lots of work still to do here. The summer is fading, but we probably have several weeks before it snows. Anyway, that was very kind of Al to come out and get some chainsaw action going, and now we've got a much better chance of getting some of this cleaned up before winter. And I managed to get the forklift running really well, so that's good news as well. Should have probably done that before we had to use it last time, but nevertheless it is fixed and running. Just a carburetor job, and one of the plugs had closed itself up with carbon. Hey, look at the racket. I got the old Dodge truck back from Stephen and Don at Ardrossan Garage, and they went through and fixed you know, all the stuff that was making it pretty hard to drive. So the power steering's fixed, it's got all new brakes now, and did a bunch of U-joints and seals and axle type bullshit, and it's got 500,000 miles on it, so time to get over some of that stuff and fix her up so it's running good. And that means that we are green lit for more junker retrievals. Thanks guys, as always, so much for watching the videos and for you know, hanging out with us every weekend. And thanks for hitting the old like button and for subscribing. It's very, very cool of you guys, and we do appreciate it. So, and of course, please double check, as always, that the YouTube machine unsubscribes a lot of people. So that would be very kind. And yeah, leave us a comment. We always enjoy reading them, and we'll see everybody very soon. A regular contributor.
Same old shit.